Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our ADT. So ADT for March. I know we are halfway through April, which is always a challenging thought because that means a quarter of the year has passed. So first quarter is done. It just means we've got a whole lot more things to look forward to for the rest of the year. So we are just going to welcome everybody and also welcome those who are going to be watching this later. Gertrude, I don't know who you are, but welcome. I'm glad you could join us. And it would be, hopefully you'll find the information very helpful tonight and uh, get you a little bit further along. If you've got any questions, you're welcome to ask us afterwards. So we are going to not beat about the bush over here. We will start off. And Mandy, will you present the plan on the various stages one has to go through during the achievement process? Sounds like quite a mouthful, but thank you very much. Take it ahead. Take it away.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. We are on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. Why? We all have dreams. Some people would like more money, or educate your children, or perhaps have a new home. Or maybe some young people might just like to have a new car to start life out. We'd all like to go on exotic holidays and just have the fun things in life. It starts with you, and you sign up with NeoLife. NeoLife has been around for over 60 years. It's in more than 50 countries, and it has its own scientific advisory board. It has 4 ranges of excellent products. Right, we all have dreams. So to get our dreams to work, we need to do 3 daily success habits. One is to use the products. So you need to change some of your shopping habits. It's pointless having a lovely range of products and not using any of them. This helps you to be able to share the business concept with other people and to share the products. When you registered with NeoLife, you would have got a business kit, and you are able then to purchase your products at 20% less discount. NeoLife does all the hard work for you. So yes, all you've got to do is start your own business. You then start talking to people because you're so excited about these wonderful products that you're using and that the opportunity to build a network marketing company. You and your customers when you talk to people, you will find that some of them won't join and they will be your customers. But that's not a problem because you will sell to them at the suggested retail price, which will enable you to make a 20% profit. And that is very exciting. Between you and your customers, you will make up 100 or more PV a month. And this will get you registered with the NeoLife computer every month so that it recognizes anybody else that has joined with you. Then you will start talking to people, and you will find people that will want to join and do exactly the same thing as what you've done. And you teach those people that you've spoken to and joined to do exactly the same thing, to talk to other people and start doing their 100 PV or more a month. And you just think that if you've got yourself and 6 other people that have joined you doing 100 PV each, you will now have 700 PV in your group, which will mean you will earn a profit and bonus of roughly 700 Rand a month. If you take one of the people, once they're ready to start doing the business and building their business, and teach them how to do exactly the same thing, you will then find that you have 700 PV plus 600, which will take you to 1,000 300 PV, which will be approximately 1,400 profit and bonus in a month. Now, if all your other people that have joined you have decided that they want to learn to do the business too, you teach them to do the exact same thing as you taught the first group how to do it, and they will also be earning, doing 700 PV. And then you will find that the Eagle team, who we are all part of, and you will be part of as well, is an extra support team. And they help you with materials, teaching you more about the products and that. There's events, and we have different events during the year, and they are our support. And they are really very important to us with additional incentives. Now, the profit and bonus that I've shown you on the screen so far is what comes through from Neolife. An Eagle team, once you qualify, you are able to earn extra bonuses. So it's definitely a good thing to belong to the Eagle team. Now, if all your groups have started doing their 700 PV plus your 100 PV, you'll have earned 4,300 PV in the month, which will bring your money up to around about 8,000 Rand plus, which is your profit and bonus. Now, that is exciting. And you've got to remember that the sky's the limit and there is much more to earn. Now, these are the four product lines that they have. You have the home care range, which is economical, powerful, green, and non-toxic. Then you have the personal care, which are your shampoos, conditioner, shower gels, body lotions, which keep you in your tip-top form thing. And then you have the skincare range. The skincare range is excellent, and we all have skin, men and women alike, and we all need to look after our skin. Then you have the nutritional range, and this is a range really to get excited about. So if your batteries are feeling flat, you definitely need to start with the nutritional range. Remember, if you do what you've always done, you will get what you always got. To change, you need to do today what others won't, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't. What's your next step? You need to have a desire. You need an opportunity. I've just shown you a perfect opportunity. Then you need to take action, and that is to make a decision. Communicate with your host, and they will be very excited to help you start your own business, and they will mentor you and give you all the tips that you need to keep your business growing. Good luck, and I hope you make the right decision. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Mandy. Short and sweet. And really, it is one of the best, simplest, not easy, but simplest businesses out there. And the rewards are mind-blowing. So don't hesitate. Reach out to the person who invited you. Ask them a bit more. Then you can come and join us in the family. All right. Ansi, I know you are still busy connecting over there. Ansi is going to be giving us a talk on how to duplicate our business effectively. Ansi, are you ready to talk, or should we skip ahead? Please unmute yourself. Okay. All right. Sorry. My mistake. Ansi is talking on the various stages one has to go through during the achievement process, if I'm reading it correctly. I'm not seeing her. Vic, would you be able to step in at this stage? Vic, can you step in at this stage?
No, no
And
worries.
yes, and how to duplicate your business effectively?
I don't step in for anyone, eh? Take my turn.
Yes, it's your turn now.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, it's great. Thanks for the opportunity talking. Yeah, on that topic, my question always, as when I do presentations, is why. A lot of people get one or two distributors and then they're very happy to stay where they are. So this really is to the guys who want to grow their business and to improve. And again, you've got to they must ask themselves, we must all ask ourselves why. Why do you want to get bigger? Why do you want to have more people in your team? So it's always a challenge. So I made a few notes because my memory is not what it used to be. I mean, I'm 25 now, it's hurting. Okay, so let's just chat a bit about about our teams as such. We're all aware of the Eagle Team 642 plan. And whatever I say, you have to keep that in mind in the background. That's basically the plan we've been taught, and it's made a difference to a lot of people. So you remember that when you're building your team, you're not just building a team, you're building a team of leaders. You have to remember that if you just build team members who are just going to use products and things like that, that's not really a team. You're looking for leaders, so you want to develop leaders as you go along. So the first thing you need to know about building a team is that about this business is that products are not the be all and end all, just items to sell. You need to understand that your products are a solution to lots of people's problems. And you need to understand your products. When you understand your products properly and you know what they can do for people, it becomes easier to talk to people. You're more convincing because you believe in your products, you know your products. So I would suggest that you make a list of maybe 6 of the top products that have suited you, have done something for you that you know of, and you can categorically stand behind. Make that list and keep that as a reserve for people that you talk to. So that's just getting going. Okay. I remember the 642 plan. Okay, instead of, I don't know if anybody's using the social media now. Some of them I do see social media around now. But I saw a post the other day, not one of our distributors, but a post by another distributor on another company that started off his thing by buy my products. Not really the answer. You don't want to just slap everyone in the face with buy my products. You need to find out, rather say something like, this is my story, and this is why the products help me. If you're on social media, this is what I found in the products, and this is the result of the products. Once you've got your story, people are interested in stories. You always, when you go to near life meeting, they always tell your story. So if you've got stories about your products, that's what you need to spread to people. It makes them more sympathetic to you, and they'll listen a bit better. You need to, as I say, remember the 642 plan. You're always talking to people, but don't be annoying. Don't be the guy that turns every conversation with everyone you meet into a sales pitch. I've met people like that in other companies, and the minute that you start talking, the second sentence that comes out is products, their products. So you don't want to be that person, because that's a quick way to turn people off. You're not going to get many converts like that. People run away from that day. So you need to create that help list I spoke about, that list of 6 products which have helped you. And in conversations with people, you always find somewhere along the line, if you're just talking generally, you know the old story, money, and then what's going to come up next, health, something like that. But somewhere along the line, you'll get a chance to introduce your products in a very more subtle way, not bang on somebody. Being like that, you're going to scare people off. Obviously, even with us, our successful teams that we have, there's days that things don't go right. Your best friend says no, you're mad, or the company kills a product which you love, or they put the price up, or something happens which puts you down. You know, you get depressed. One simple thing for that: get over it. The Bible says it came to pass, didn't come to stay. work your way through it. Learn how to get past these problems. We will have challenges. And always, as I say, always keep back. When those kind of things happen, you need to change your approach, take a different approach. Maybe you must look at, I'm not just recruiting a team, I'm recruiting leaders. So who can I get that I would like to share a leadership with? Because this is what it's about. It's very important. You're building a team of leaders. And if you don't look at it like that, you're going to build a team of users who's not going to take you anywhere. I unfortunately refer to some of the people in my team as wheelbarrows because they unfortunately are. As long as you push them, carry them, they go. But the minute you put them down, they stop right there. So you've got to get past those kind of guys. You must create a system in your team which is very simple to use. Don't get extravagant. And the Eagle Team system basically is the 642, which is very simple. We know exactly where we're going. That's your goal. So schedule a regular, keep it real session. Talk to your team, the team you have, and discuss what's working for them and what's not working for them. Nothing fancy, no fancy meetings, just to keep it real. This is what I find. These are my problems. Does anybody have a solution to it within your team? Your Thursday night training would ideal for that type of situation. So then also, we say we get recognized always for our successes. How about just recognizing progress, not just successes? People make progress, and for them, for those people that are quite new in the business, a little bit of progress is a massive thing. So although they may even have just done their first online presentation or their first one-on-one, it's no big deal for people who've been in the business a long time. But for those newbies, that's a big deal. They haven't achieved anything yet, but they made the progress and they've tried hard. So celebrate those as well as successes. It definitely works quite well that way. So yeah, so these are a few things. Communication, very important. Consider automation. If you're not on the internet, you're not using your phone or whatever somehow, consider using them a bit more because it's the way to go. You need to, I know the old 642 plan, one-on-one is very good, but you do need to stick with the modern ideas as well. And you must always remember that when things get tough, the top guys up there, they were exactly where you are right now. So you need to just remember that you too can get there. And then the last final thing is that your leaders are not necessarily perfect, but they are perfectly committed to helping you. So folks, that's about it from me. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks very much. Some very wise words here, Vic. Appreciate that. All right, Ansi, are you connected and ready? Ansi, can you unmute? There we go.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Ansi's going to tell us
That
about
was a
various
great-
stages one has to go through during the achievement process. Take it away.
Thank you. Yeah, we're all here, enjoying ourselves, but the main thing is to build a business. And as Vic said, it's not easy to do. You must have a desire. What is your big why? You must have a big dream. So you have to take action where and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Obstacle treatment will be on road. You must have the desire to overcome that. Stay positive, and it's important to be around the right people. Otherwise, they can pull you down, and you don't need that in any business. You need to have a goal. The clearer your dream, the more clearly you will form it as an easy goal. Desire causes us to dream. Goals, the dreams come tangible. What it does at the end, you have to have a plan. Planning is vital. To achieve your destination and timetable are essential. People don't fail because they plan to fail. They fail because they fail to plan. The next step is action. You have to be serious enough about your desires to take action. Therefore, what is your belief? Believe you can achieve it. Believe that you can succeed. Believing is doing it, is seeing it. If you can take action, you can get results. Positive results encourage you and build your confidence. So, to end off, the recipe for success is, as we all know, but unfortunately we fail to do it sometimes. Desire, what is your goals, planning, action, and belief. Thank you.
Well done. Yes, thank you very much. And it really is. You can dream about these things as much as you like, but sometimes you got to wake up and no longer dream, but take the action towards that dream and make those dreams reality. And it's just one simple little step at a time. Right. Now, Jenny has been very dangerous and given me the task of telling you about a product. And so, as usual, I cheat a little bit. I'm going to share my screen over here. And one of my products is, or the product is rapidly becoming my favorite at the moment, apart from all my other favorites. But the one that's standing out right now, and I'm starting to talk a lot about it to various people, is magnesium. So let me share my screen over here and just, oops, lose these goodies. Use that. Use that. Use that. And we're going to talk about magnesium. So magnesium, how those things do, has numerous benefits from neurological, muscular, cardiovascular, skeletal, immune system, as well as your metabolic health. It plays its largest role is in energy production because magnesium is essential for energy. So if you don't have any energy, we were talking about the flat batteries earlier, well, you probably are missing a bit of magnesium. You need this magnesium for making ATP, which goes towards cellular energy, and ATP is our cellular energy currency and fuels hundreds of reactions in our body. You go to the garage and you put in petrol, they get a little upset if you just drive away without paying, and sooner or later your car is going to break down because you've now run out of fuel, and at some stage you're going to have to pay for another tank. And the same thing happens with our magnesium. If we don't put magnesium in, we are going to run out of energy. And this is also necessary for protein synthesis, DNA and RNA manufacture, as well as hormone production. Now, magnesium and calcium work together. You can have one or the other, but they don't work as effectively individually as they do as a team. So how much do we need? The daily reference intakes, which is basically an indication of how much everybody needs. Ladies, you're needing between 310 and 320 milligrams of magnesium daily. Men, you're needing between 400 and 420 milligrams daily. Now, when we talk about supplementation, remember, this is in conjunction to a good diet. So you start with a balanced diet, and what you're not getting from your food, you get from your supplements. So please don't think that if you're just taking supplements, that's enough. It's not. So where do we find this magnesium in our food? We find it in the dark green leafy vegetables, your spinach, your kale, those sort of things. Your nuts, your raw nuts, basically, whole grains, your fish, legumes like beans, and your fruits. So what is the magnitude of low magnesium? What happens if you don't have enough? Nearly 50% of all adults and nearly 70 to 80% of older adults don't have enough magnesium. And the intake and the status is not nearly sufficient to keep them going. So why don't we get enough magnesium from our diet alone? Levels of magnesium in the diet are decreasing. People make poor food choices. They're having refined foods, a lot of sort of junk foods, and therefore not enough overall intake. So while a lot of these junk food diets might have a little bit of magnesium in it, doesn't have nearly the amount that you should be getting. And the bioavailability is declining. And the bioavailability is a big word, but it basically means what your body can absorb. So up to 60 to 70% of food-based magnesium is not absorbed. And lifestyle factors also interfere with absorption. And I often tell people, you can have a ton of food, you can have a ton of supplements, you can even have a ton of medication. But if you are not absorbing it and your body is not able to process it, you're wasting your time and your money. And the levels of magnesium in foods is decreasing because of crop soil depletion. So remember, plants grow in soil. And if these minerals are not in that soil, where are the plants going to get it from? Quite simply, they're not. So the magnitude of the problem is the intake of food and dietary supplements. Continued low intake eventually depletes your body magnesium stores because it will build up in your body, but if you're not getting enough to replenish, it runs out. And then your body functions become impaired. And think about this. Think about your body as a car. You fill up your fuel tank and you drive for 200 kilometers and you've maybe used about a quarter of a tank. So you put in about half a liter of fuel. And then you drive for another 200 kilometers and you put in half a liter of fuel. You're using more fuel than you are filling up. So you need to make a plan about that. So what are the consequences of low magnesium status? Your heart rhythm goes out of whack. Your muscles cramp. And you have poor metabolic health, meaning that you don't have enough energy and you can't process your food. So some of the symptoms that are linked to low magnesium is neurological, your behavioral disturbances, irritability and fatigue, anxiety, impaired memory and cognitive function. In the muscles, you develop cramps, weakness, tics, spasms, impaired coordination, tremors, and vertigo or dizziness. Cardiovascular, you have irregular or rapid heartbeat and coronary spasms. In your bones, you have weak bones and low bone density. And metabolically, you have poor glucose control, meaning your sugar levels are going to be spiking up and down. Think diabetic. So we have the first and only one of its kind in a supplement that is made from food. Our supplement contains beet, broccoli, kale, and radish, all excellent sources of magnesium. And again, processed to get the maximum amount out of these particular vegetables. So you're probably not going to be getting enough veggies every day to get the dosage that you actually need. So who can benefit? Oops. All of us. We can all benefit. It's vitally important in the body. It's what's known as a ubiquitous mineral, meaning it's used all over. And we need magnesium for so many reactions, and we usually don't get enough from our food supply. So magnesium creates your energy to give your cell the energy that it needs to operate. And that is my story over there. So do yourself a favor, go out, get some magnesium. All right, now for the next part. I know we are running a little bit low over here. We've got about 7 minutes left, and we've been doing very good time so far. Debbie, your favorite part of the presentation. Can you give us some recognition, please?
Thank you very much. And I'll go quickly because we're expecting somebody to come and talk about the house. So John will have to go and we've got something exciting to do. Just a very quick thing. March seemed to come and go before we knew it. It was so fast. And Linda Lee, he led the way. And it's amazing. Well, Linda is way out in the sticks somewhere, and the TV is always so good. So He's getting just under 4,000 pick points. So that means that he's getting about 12,000 rand. So that's not bad for somebody who's 80 years old, 82 years old, and retired. And the team is just keeping her going. And then the next person is Sean. Well done, Sean. You're doing a grand job with your team, especially with Linda P under you. That's what it's all about, building business people. With Linda Potter coming our top, Penny Potter coming our top senior manager. And then Amanda is helping Jenny, and she's got over nearly 800 points. So that's how the team works. Everybody helps everybody. And in fact, they're not helping anybody except themselves. All they're doing are using products and sharing with people. And it just grows. And then of Jenny Holiday, she's with all her hassles with health and what have you, the products have been fantastic for her. And we'll soon be chasing her around the block, I think. It seems to go faster and faster. So that's me. There were no 500 clubs, so I'm not going to go there. For 500 club, you've got to be an Eagle team member. You have to be on the ADT, and you've got to get 500 personal. And with the directors, you've got to get over 3,000 points. So that's it. Okay, thanks, Sean. John, go for it.
Thank you very much. And John, yes, you got about 5 minutes to finish us off.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Wow, lovely talks. Thank you, everyone, for participating there. I've learned a lot together. I was just thinking, there's people that boarded the cruise ship for the Portuguese islands today. But we didn't see any of you people boarding. There were people at the airport going to foreign destinations, but none of you were there. There were people that are enjoying exotic holidays. A few of us were there. So I got thinking, why are they there and we are not there? It's because I really believe it's not because we don't want to go. It's because our dreaming has reached a state where we're just going through the mundane things. We've got to stretch ourselves and know it's possible. This opportunity that we've got, that Mandy did such a great job, well done, Mandy, that you can earn an incredible amount of money. And it's up to you how much you want to earn. You've got no bosses in this business. You're your own boss. You work for yourself and everything. And if you have a look at the system, if you work the system will work for you. So all I'm going to say tonight, to end off, is that with leadership that we heard tonight, their whole interest is to get you to succeed. You should be able to achieve every one of your dreams. And as Mandy just mentioned in the talk, dream big, get those big dreams going. Because therefore, no matter how big your dream is, you can achieve it in an Eagle team with me along. Thanks, everyone. Wish you all the best for this one. And let's make it a crack of our month. Well done. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody. There was some brilliant talks. And yes, we literally have a fast-growing bamboo plant in our hands. You might not always see what's happening, but when it happens fast. And we have a job to go out and help people. We've all been helped with the products. We've all been helped with the business. Now, don't be selfish. Go out and share it, because there's a lot of hurting people out there and they're all desperate for more time, more energy, better health, and more money. And we have the vehicle to do it. April is a good month to go and grow. There's lots of holidays, so there's lots of time to get together with other people. Don't sit on this absolute miracle business. Use it. You're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for others. And as a result, you will be rewarded yourself. Thanks, everyone. We will see you coming up soon. Take it easy. Cheers,
Now,
everyone.
just say something quickly before you log off.
Yes.
Don't forget Saturday afternoon from 2 to 3, Westville Country Club. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. Rory McDermott is taking the meeting, and he's the Ford Diamond Director. So he definitely knows what to do and how to do. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Take it easy.
Cheers, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye.